I've been in Kajaki now for the last 10 weeks. I've been patrolling daily, embedded very tightly with the ANA, doing some hard operations, some hard patrolling. And not once have I had a complaint from them. Every day they get up, every day they get themselves ready, and every day they get out on the ground and they do their job, and they do the job to the best of their abilities. I haven't seen any instances where they've shied away from work or attempted to leave or just get away after their 3 months have done. Quite the opposite. I've seen an absolute dedication by these men. I was here in 2006 and I worked with the ANA then, and I've seen them as quite fledgling and still learning quite a bit, with quite a steep learning curve. Having come back on this tour, which is up Herrick 8 for us, and seen them now, I can see that they've come on absolute leaps and bounds in the way they are structured, the way they look after their personnel, the way they deal with intelligence, the way they conduct operations, and the way they just look after their own logistics has come on leaps and bounds in the last 2 years since I was last here. In the last 2.5 months since I've arrived, I've seen an absolute willingness in the ANA to put themselves out on the front line to try and improve the situation within Helmand.
The beauty of patrolling with the ANA is that they see things we don't see, interesting things, or they'll stop to pick fruit. We don't even know it's fruit.
They know far more about the enemy than we will ever know, and we learn from them. And sometimes a Western force, and I've got to be honest, and I'm as guilty as the next man, sometimes we sideline what the ANA are saying to us because we don't think they know as well as we do, because we're a cultured Western army and they're not. But actually, when you stop and you look and you see what they do and why they're doing it, some of the reasons for doing that are absolutely right in the enemy that they're fighting. They know the enemy better than we do. They know what sort of firing points the enemy use, they know the distances the enemy use, they know how to deploy their troops, which would be slightly different to the way we may do it, but they do it to protect themselves because they know the enemy. You know, a lot of what we do is covering ground, interacting with the local nationals, because it's the local nationals that we have to influence. We have to keep consent. A lot of the time to get influence with the local nationals, we have to have an effect against the enemy forces. So we have to patrol into areas where we know the enemy forces are going to be.
So this will be a problem.
More people come to an ANA patrol with embedded ISAF troops than they go to any purely ISAF patrol. The people flock to them. They come and speak to them. As we're sitting there, they will bring tea out to them. There's just a great rapport. And when the people see that it's the ANA who are leading the patrol and ISAF are supporting them, not ISAF leading the patrol and ANA trundling behind them, and that's key, then they fully understand that the government of Afghanistan do have control in Helmand. If you look at the ANA and what you're trying to get from the ANA, really all you need to get from the ANA as far as our mentoring is concerned is to make sure that they're able to fight against a compatible army. You know, so we're just asking them to be able to fight you know, an insurgency or the Taliban. And that's the level that we need to be looking at. And right now, as I look now, they're more than capable of doing that.